2K Sports pregame show.
Welcome to 2K Sports, everybody. Thanks for joining us. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny the Jet Smith. Tonight, it'll be the Golden State Warriors going up against the Bucks in Milwaukee. Well, for Milwaukee, they haven't forgotten the fact that this team swept them last year in the regular season. This is a game they had circled going in. And one of the dynamic players we'll be seeing tonight is Jermone Green, so instrumental in the Warriors' championship run in 15. Shaq, he's a guy who can do it all on both ends of the floor.
He got great speed, strong enough to guard any position from the 1 through the 5. He has great defensive instincts. That's why he got second in Defensive Player of the Year voting.
Yeah, he was second?
Second.
Wow. You know, but he turned himself into a three-point shooter, which he was not in college. Then all of a sudden, this guy's shooting threes, knocking down. He averaged actually 1 per game, Ernie. That's an incredible accomplishment for a guy who really wasn't a jump shooter.
You have a year like that, and then you've got to follow it up. You see Jermone Green following that successful 2015 year up with a better year coming up.
You know, hopefully after winning the championship, he doesn't get cute. Hopefully he says, you know what, I'm a defensive guy, I'm a defensive stopper. This is where I make my name. Even though I was hitting those threes, I'm not really a three-point shooter. I'm a defensive guy. I got to shut people down.
Being cute's not bad, though.
Now with the tip-off coming up shortly, we go courtside to Kevin Harlan. Kev.
I wouldn't know nothing about cute. I'm sexy.
The Bucks look to take charge at BMO Harris Bradley Center, and we're bringing it to you live from Milwaukee here on 2K Sports. The Milwaukee Bucks coming to this one after the win against the Raptors in Toronto.
And how about the accuracy that was on display from three-point range in that game? They were lethal.
Yeah, splashing those threes as they did really allowed them to continuously deflate that crowd and keep them at bay. Boy, that was a nice road win for them, no doubt.
So Golden State will get the first possession. Now Golden State's the defensive stalwarts Green and Bogut are down low. It's the Splash Brothers, Curry and Thompson. They're in the backcourt, and it's Barnes in at the small forward spot.
And the Warriors put the ball in Thompson's hands a lot more last season. He ran the pick and roll and attacked the rim, taking more advantage of his size and ball handling ability at that off-guard position.
Second chance shot, and you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
They have got to put a body on him, because otherwise, with his agility and athleticism, they're not going to be able to contain him on the offensive glass.
And Steph Curry, not just a superstar player, but one of the best contracts in basketball this year and next for under $24 million combined. And you can bet he's due for a major increase in pay when 2017 rolls around.
And for Stephen Curry, a value contract, but a growing list of endorsements. One of the top-selling jerseys in the league, a signature shoe deal. He's doing all right.
Yeah, I don't think he's worried about it. He's got a Bible quotation on his wrist that says, "Love never fails." And that's how he approaches the game, with a true love and faith that his hard work is going to pay off.
The Warriors have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo. Carter Williams dishes to Middleton. Feeds it to Antetokounmpo. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Monroe, no good.
Boy, he really bungled that finish.
Thompson, left side, shoots from the baseline. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Thompson's got his second bucket tonight.
And it looks like he might just be on his A game today, Clark.
Carter Williams kicks to punt.
Oh, wow.
Beautiful jam.
Fantastic dunk, and he decided to hang around up there for a while, Kevin.
Well, maybe, he didn't want to land awkwardly. I don't know.
Oh, guys, come on. He's up there posing. He's posing for the photographers. That's all that's about.
That was a nice replay brought to you by Kia. Here's Carter Williams. Harrison Barnes picking up that last basket. It's Monroe, high post. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Toronto. And here we go with Curry running it up the court. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. On defense, Golden State leading by 5. Their last game, a win against Boston, looking to carry it into this one.
I mean, no stress in that one. The game almost looked like a shoot-around for them. I mean, amazing at how well they shot the basketball.
And even more impressive, Greg, considering it was on the road. I mean, it's rare that you see a team get that hot away from home.
Yeah, good job to take it right at them.
Yeah, really left him no choice there, Greg. He had to foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
All right, now, take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes the first. They talk about players who don't get a lot of recognition that probably deserve some. For me, Chris Middleton, Clark.
He's at the top of the list in that regard for me too, Kevin. I mean, really a revelation for the Bucks the last couple of years. He's a really good all-around forward who can do everything well.
And Middleton has improved every year as well. Added the three-point shot after the rookie season, which made him very tough to deal with offensively.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
I had a chance to catch up with Jason Kidd. One player that he's talked to his guys a lot about is Stephen Curry. He said Curry's one of the premier shooters in the game, and he's got that quick trigger. We really have to be tight to him, get physical, and try to get him on his heels as much as possible. Guys, Curry is an excellent free throw shooter. We'll see if they can do that without fouling him.
And thanks for that story, Doris.
And for Middleton, adding that three-point shot was huge. I mean, not only can he keep teams honest outside, but he hits over 40% of his shots from beyond the arc.
Here's Parker following the basket by Draymond Green. And Parker, here we go. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
How about the head of steam he's able to generate right there and just gets to the rack really easy.
Curry with it. Now defended by Carter Williams. Poked away. Thompson passes to Curry. Again, Curry missing.
And boy, has he been struggling big time here in the quarter.
Yeah, he's played tight. I mean, you can see it. No flow at all to his game right now.
Now, here is Monroe. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in.
I tell you what, the post play has been rock solid right off the bat.
It really has, and they've created a lot of high percentage shots in the paint here already.
Here's Antetokounmpo. A 17-point game for him in the win against the Raptors in Toronto.
And what I enjoyed when watching that game was the way he balanced getting his shot and also incorporating his teammates.
Barnes kicks to Bogut. Parker with the steal. Curry against Carter Williams. Shot from the top of the key. And another basket for Milwaukee. And so here is Golden State. 4-point game. This game against Milwaukee here. It's their first look at the Bucks.
Yeah, and they took both games they played against this club last season.
Yeah, Greg, I like this matchup for them. Not a cakewalk. It's not going to be easy, but they clearly have the advantage.
And here is Parker after the three-pointer from Stephen Curry. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Andrew Bogut. That's his first foul. Here's Monroe. Can't get it to go. And it's the Warriors taking it the other way. Here's Thompson. Finish off the break. Thompson's got 6 points. For Milwaukee, they've gone 7 of 11 from the field to begin the game. From the line. And he gets the kind bounce as that one drops in for him. And it's 6 points for Parker. Curry kicks to Thompson. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. 9 points for Klay Thompson. Middleton outside. Parker right side. He feeds it to Antetokounmpo. Screen by Monroe. 6 on the shot clock. Monroe sets a screen for Carter Williams. And that one comes up a bit short.
And Jason Kidd has seen a lot of things in his first few years of coaching. Already changed teams once and had some personnel issues, but you cannot deny that he knows how to get the most out of his teams.
And with Kidd, the results on the floor, Greg, speak for themselves. He knows what he wants out of his players' part, and he keeps them accountable.
And, you know, having that accountability is what made the Bucks so much better last season. Kidd is still a very young head coach, but I tell you what, he's shown me a bright future in that capacity for himself.
And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game. The #1 overall pick in 2005, Andrew Bogut. Great expectations, Greg, for the big Aussie coming in.
Yeah, I mean, a phenomenal rebounder and rim protector. He's got that high basketball IQ from a defensive standpoint. You know, and on offense, he averaged over 20 points a game in college. He's an instinctive passer, just not much more you could ask for.
That's good.
Offensively, it's been a perfect quarter for him. He hasn't missed a single shot.
Curry with it. He had a 33-point outing in their last game against Boston.
And Kevin, a remarkable night for him passing the basketball as well. He did a great job racking up the assists.
And it's Barnes slamming it down.
And both teams on fire from the opening tip.
Boy, I don't doubt it, Greg. We're going to have an entertaining game of basketball here today. I mean, I think it's pretty obvious that's the case.
Now here's Vasquez. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game. Henson, a screen on Curry. Dishes it to Henson. Goes up on the wing. The shot's good. Vasquez making the play.
You know, going back to Bogut's fanfare entering the league, was third in Rookie of the Year balloting. Then he went on to have some solid, if unspectacular, years, though his shot blocking and defense were always strong.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
They sure are. I mean, they've done a terrific job carving out space under the basket and then pursuing the ball. You know, it's one thing to box out, but you've got to pursue the ball if you're going to get rebounds, and they look strong here in the early going.
Now here's Vasquez. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. On the wing, Thompson. And the layup's good off the glass. And the Warriors lead by 4.
And guys, one thing people often forget to mention about Bogut, his passing. What sets him apart as a big man is his court vision, and whether it's from the high post, low post, he can create opportunities for his teammates.
Here's Vasquez after the made shot from Klay Thompson. Vasquez with it, picked up by Thompson. And Parker gets it to go. The assist by Vasquez. And that's now 10 points for Parker.
Boy, Vasquez, man, what an example of tremendous passing skill.
Vasquez, guys, remarkable consistency over the last 3 seasons.
Yeah, his three-point percentage went up a little bit, Kevin, but that's about it. I mean, it's possible. We just need to accept that this is who he is. I mean, he's a good playmaker. He plays with great enthusiasm and energy, and we need to leave it there. Don't expect much more than that.
O.J. Mayo, he's checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. And here's Vasquez following Draymond Green's 3. A floater. Here's Henson. Shot is off. The Warriors go the other way with it. Thompson dishes to Spates. And Henson sends it back. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Count the bucket. Bayless has got his first points of the night.
I like the fact that he led his teammate right to the ideal spot. You don't always throw it to your teammate. You throw it to where he needs to be.
Livingston kicks to Thompson. Pass to Livingston. A 3-ball. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Livingston's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Bucks trail by 6. Now Bayless. 11 points last game. The wing jumper off target.
Not the best shot right there with a good defender draped all over you.
I agree with you. I mean, not the shot they were hoping for, but he can really cause problems with his defense.
Now here's Henson. His last outing, he had 8 points. And that one's good. And 12 points for Parker.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
Livingston kicks to Spates. Passes it to Green. Poked loose. The kick out to Spates. Here is Livingston. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. And another three for Golden State.
The defender there in the neighborhood, but not quite close enough. Good shot.
Now here's Vasquez. He's covered by Iguodala. It's Mayo on the wing. Here's Vasquez. He's covered by Iguodala. Hinson in the post. Spates on him. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Vasquez with it, and it's Iguodala picking him up. Green with the block. And Hinson sends it back. Now Bayless. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Vasquez, that's good.
How in the world did they let him get that wide open?
The Warriors leading. The drive by Thompson, and it's good off the glass. Thompson's got 13 points.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Mayo up top. He's covered by Thompson. And that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will retain possession. Here's Mayo. Pass to Bayless. For the three. He's still
defensively, offensively,
well, it sounds like he still feels like he has something to prove, Greg, but seems to me he's already known for being that kind of guy.
That's a great point. Anybody who plays against him knows he looks plenty strong when you're banging with him. But if he needs to push and motivate himself by playing with a chip on his shoulder, well, a lot of guys have gone a long, long way in this league using that method.
And now the second quarter just getting set to start. What do you guys think about the Warriors here so far?
I tell you what, the scoring has come in threes for the most part here so far.
Every time down the floor, it seems they're knocking down the triple.
Filling out the wings, it's Middleton and Antetokounmpo. John Hinson out there with Monroe. And it's Carter Williams in at the one spot. That's the 5 on the floor for the Bucks.
You know, basketball can be a thing of beauty, and the Warriors show just how gorgeous ball movement can be last year. Every possession looked like a well-orchestrated concert. It was incredibly fun to watch. Not so much fun, probably, to coach against.
Well, the Warriors did zip the ball around very well last year, Clark. They led the league, as Greg was just talking about, led the league in assists per game. It wasn't even close. Over 27 assists per game as a team.
Yeah, 28 times they had 30 or more assists. In 2014, the team that led in that category was the Spurs. They did it only 16 times.
And we've played through the first minute here in the second. Warriors leading by 5. For 3, Barbosa, another 3 for Golden State.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Dime-dropping delights is what I call it.
That's a nice pass. I will give you that one.
Yeah, he's on the money, that's no doubt. Warriors have gone a nice 3 of 3 to start the second. Bogut with a clean look. Good, and Curry gets the assist. That's 7 points for Andrew Bogut.
Just look at what a sniper he is from long range. He's got such an unusual skill for a big fella.
Here's Carter Williams. The rebound by Azili.
Well, he won't miss many of those, especially with the defender not in the best of positions there.
And it's Barnes slamming it down.
This is crazy. Every shot they're taking right now is finding the mark.
Literally every shot, partner. I mean, they just aren't missing.
Carter Williams against Curry. Now here's Carter Williams. He's guarded closely. Carter Williams with another miss.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling. And how about a little bit of showmanship there as he increases the lead?
Oh, I like that. That's got to be, though, a tough pill for the defense to swallow.
Well, he's a guy that you know can hurt you with his passing, and right there, he does some damage with his finishing, too. Tell you what, Kevin, they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
Clark, that deficit will go away quickly if he does.
And how about how he capped that one out, almost like the 1-2 punch.
Finished off the break. Carter Williams has got 5 points now this quarter.
And it doesn't really matter who starts the break with how he runs the floor. He seems to always be the one who finishes.
Yeah, he is so fun to watch in how he attacks the rim at full speed like that, man. It's something to behold the way that guy gets to the rim.
Shot clock at 6. Here's Curry with the 3. Shot is no good. Now the Bucks take it the other way.
He hit a 3 in the first, but so far has been unable to capitalize here in this quarter.
Jabari Parker's checked in for John Henson. Golden State also making some changes. Draymond Green, he's checked in for Azili. And it's Klay Thompson in for Leandro Barbosa. There's a screen. Here's Parker. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in. Parker's got 14.
Boy, they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing that ball into the paint. Smash mouth basketball.
And Clark, it's a strategy that has served them well during the course of this first half.
Here's Bogut. And again, no good by Golden State. Bucks trail by 7. Carter Williams kicks to Parker. And a great assist by Carter Williams as that one goes in. Carter Williams has got 4 assists in the game. On the wing, Thompson. Stolen by Middleton. Now the pass to Monroe. Here's Carter Williams. Good for another field goal. Number 5 in the night. 5 for 10 shooting. And what's your take, guys, in the hustle stats for Milwaukee?
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
And the other thing they've done well is they've run the shooters off their sweet spots. They've really closed out well and forced them to put the basketball on the floor. And remember, you go back to when Steph Curry was in college, more of a shooting guard at Davidson, but he's worked relentlessly to not only improve his ball handling, but his vision. And now, all of a sudden, he's one of the most elusive ball handlers in the NBA.
Here's Milwaukee now. They're on a 12-3 run. Carter Williams, the pass to Monroe.
And Greg Monroe really has had a good young career despite playing out of position for much of it. He has the size and skill set of an agile center, but was made to play power forward in Detroit once they drafted Andre Drummond, and that took some getting used to.
And so Monroe nails both of them. Golden State's gone 3 of 4 with the long-range bombs here in the second quarter. Curry outside, rejected by Monroe. Here's Carter Williams. He kicks it to Antetokounmpo, and it's Parker at the elbow. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. It's on Andrew Bogut. We're talking about Greg Monroe, and Greg, you gave us a nice little synopsis. He doesn't have, Clark, the long-range jumper teams are now asking out of that position in this day and age in the NBA.
Yeah, more teams want that stretch power forward. He's not super athletic. And where he does his greatest damage is in the painted area. And there's still value in that.
They double-team Curry. Antetokounmpo against Bogut. Kicks to Curry. Some nice passing by Golden State. And finished off by Bogut.
Excellent feed from Steph Curry.
On offense here, the Bucks. They're on a 16-5 run. There's the bucket. Good. Monroe's got the game tied up here for Milwaukee.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Yeah, they have really owned the interior. You've got to collapse that defense and force them to beat you over the top.
The Bucks making a switch here. Mayo's checked in. The Warriors have gone 8 of 13 in the second quarter, well above the 50% mark from the field. And it's out of bounds. Nice touch by Curry.
And a moment now to check out some of the numbers for Green. Averaging 15 points a game, 7 rebounds, and 4 assists. All-around brilliance for him lately. And, guys, he's really taken his play to another level.
He sure has. I mean, game by game, you can just see the confidence growing. He's put up large numbers to prove it. He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
Now the dish to Thompson. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got assist number 5 here tonight.
Really just a tremendous day for him. And if you remember, he was just as good in their last game.
Back to Carter Williams. Monroe sets a screen for Carter Williams. And there are the Bucks with another bucket.
When they pulled up from mid-range, more often than not, they buried.
And that shot might not be the #1 option, but if the D will give it to you and you get it in rhythm, that's the one you take.
Guys, no one team gaining control early on.
Give and take, back and forth, the whole way thus far.
Yeah, and you look at the lead changes, 6 already.
Parker dishes to Middleton. A baseline J. The Warriors pull it in. Bogut's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. And Thompson kicks to Curry. And it's blocked. They get it back. Barnes passes to Curry. They double-team Curry. Bogut, and he dunks it down.
And that's how it's done. I mean, find that hole in the D and then go hard to the rack.
Maybe that hole was a little bigger than it should have been.
Well, it was. I mean, a tight game like this one, you think they'd have a little more energy at the defensive end than that.
Shot's good by Middleton.
Easy little jumper for him right there, guys.
Golden State's gone 4 of 6 from long range in the second quarter. Solid shooting. And the basket by Curry.
You know, his ability is matched only by his energy, guys. I mean, he's usually in the middle of everything for his team.
Middleton dishes to Parker. Parker double-teamed. Now Monroe kicks to Carter Williams. Parker against Green. And that one's good. And that's 20 points for Jabari Parker.
Kevin, he's definitely making his presence felt here in the first half. He's been very effective so far.
The Milwaukee Bucks ended last season 41 up and 41 down, a perfect 500 mark, and they were the epitome, Clark, of average at the end of the season, and as you can see, even during it.
Well, they're a young team, but at one point, 17-17, also had an 11-11 record against the East and 6-6 against the West.
Yeah, and I think everyone knew the Bucks would be much improved last season, but to see the jump into the middle of the playoff picture, I think that took everybody by surprise.
And some changes here for the Bucks. Vasquez comes in for Chris Middleton, and Jared Bayless subbed in for Carter Williams. Golden State also making some changes. Spates checked in for Bogut. Iguodala comes in for Harrison Barnes, and it's Livingston in for Steph Curry. Vasquez passes to Monroe. He dishes it to Parker. Takes the 13-footer. They get the rebound. And it's sent back by Spates. They recover it. Now here's Vasquez. There's the pick. Back to Mayo. Green against Parker. Kicks it out to Vasquez. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Milwaukee, no good that time either. For the Bucks, their improvement, usually you see incremental progress. Even after losing key players, Clark, they shot up the standings.
And part of that, Kevin, was just growing as a team, coming together, and also improving the roster. Another part was that they were better than their record showed 2 years ago. Player development is part of the improvement.
Mayo drives in. Comes up empty down low.
Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job.
Vasquez with it. Picked up by Thompson. Parker, a screen on Thompson. Vasquez kicks to Parker. No one near him. And he gets that one to go off the front iron. Parker's got 22 points.
And Kevin, they started the game shooting it so well. I'm surprised they haven't continued. They've got to get back to their strength.
Yeah, I mean, test the hot hand. You're exactly right. I say let those triples fly.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Here's the screen. Vasquez dishes to Parker. He got right to the cup using that screen. He's got 24.
Now there's something for the top 10 highlight reel right there. A layup can be just as sweet and as pretty as a dunk sometimes.
Here's Green. Makes it off the glass.
Boy, they are passing the ball very crisply right now.
They really are, and their last 3 buckets have come by way of an assist.
Here's Vasquez. Spates with the block. Now the Warriors moving it up. Thompson inside the line, and it's good off the back of the rim and in. And now a 7-point Warrior lead. And now we'll get a perspective here on the hustle game, how it's been going for the Warriors.
Well, you have to admire their intensity in the paint defensively. I mean, really contesting and even blocking shots. Definitely a factor early.
And the other thing that's been equally as effective is the fact that they've gotten out on the fast break. A lot of points coming in transition.
And there's O.J. Mayo on the assist by Vasquez.
Excellent pass there to cap that break with an uncontested basket. They have a 2-for-1 situation if they go quick.
Yeah, I don't think they have to rush, though, Greg. Just need to find a good shot this time.
Stolen by Thompson. And it's the Warriors on the break. Livingston is running. On the wing, Green. There's the feed to Livingston. Dishes it to Thompson. Fires from deep. Here's Spates, and fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. First trip to the line for him here. No good on the free throw. The Warriors making a switch here. He hits the second from the line. And so that brings the first half to a close. Warriors lead by 6. And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. Steph, what's been the key to what's working well out there for you guys right now?
Defensive end. We rebound the ball, keeping them off the glass, and being able to execute on the offensive end.
Steph, thank you so much. Plenty of ingredients to a solid effort, Kevin.
Thank you, Doris. And folks, don't go away after the break. We'll see you right back here for the start of the second half in the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Ernie Johnson here, joined by Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. We welcome you to the halftime show on 2K Sports. Klay Thompson putting in some serious work for the team tonight. He ended up with 19 points, 3 rebounds, and 1 steal. Taking a look at the Warriors, Kenny, what'd you think?
One strong area has been their work on the boards. And you're trying to get ahead in the score and stay there, it often comes down to a few extra possessions. That's why any extra rebounds can make a big difference. Now they have to come out in the second half and attack the glass with the same vengeance.
And now, Shaq, let's get your opinion on Milwaukee.
Their defense is getting flat out embarrassed. Embarrassed, however you say it. I realized they had to deal with a team who was red hot most of the first half. That's an excuse. You know what? They got to be aggressive. They got to step up on that D. They got to prevent that. They need more effort, Ernie.
And that's going to do it for now as the second half is almost ready to get started. Back to Kevin Harlan and the rest of the 2K Sports crew. We're going to sit right here and wait for the end of the game and talk at you again.
We have a close ball game on our hands as we get set for the second half of basketball. You know, Jabari Parker has been exceptional here today, guys.
Yeah, created a lot of quality shots for himself in that first half, and he knew when to pass it up when the double team came.
And that led to a very high points per shot number for him. For those of you that are into analytics, that stat really tells how efficient a player has been, and he's been very efficient so far.
And on the floor for Steve Kerr as we get into the second half. It's the Splash Brothers, Curry and Thompson at the guard spots. Barnes and Green are the forward set. And it's Bogut in at the 5. And Parker, here we go, lays it in without an inch of room around him. Parker's got the first basket of the third quarter for the Bucks. Well, for Jabari Parker in his rookie year, not the kind of NBA career start that he wanted. Played great. Was probably the rookie of the year up until the time he was injured, blowing the knee and cutting his season short.
A great call. He definitely would have had a great chance. Really just made a transition seamlessly. Very efficient as a rookie before that injury, but which was a really tough thing to watch for anyone, as he was showing so much promise early on in his career.
Warriors leading by 5 to the paint. And Parker with the block. But they get it there. Thompson is double. Feeds it to Green. Back to Thompson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Bogut the pass to Curry. Another 3 for Golden State.
This defense is giving their shooters free rein to operate from behind the arc.
And when you allow shooters to get in a rhythm, then you're going to have problems, because they can hit it even when you start to defend it with intensity.
Parker kicks to Carter Williams. Down low, Monroe, and lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. That's on Andrew Bogut. One thing about Greg Monroe, he is a highly skilled big.
He really is. I love the fact that he can do so much. He can post you up, he can pop out and knock down the 15-footer. He's an outstanding passer, and at his size, those are skills that have served him and his teams well.
And getting back to Greg Monroe, guys, he made some subtle strides last season. Best rebounding average of his career, up to 75% on his free throws. And how about this little nugget? Not one three-point attempt last season. That tells you he's starting to mature. That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
Inside, here's Parker. The basket good off the assist from Carter Williams. 28 points for Jabari Parker.
And he's been the key for their offense with the way he shot the basketball.
Yeah, he's most certainly not the reason they're in the hole. I mean, his percentage has been outstanding.
And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
And you know, with some people, they'll always find something wrong with Monroe's game. He'll never make the all-defensive team. He kind of looks like he's playing at half speed, but he produces. And he does it within the team confines.
And boy, how good was Chris Middleton last season? He's always a deep shooter who could stretch the floor. He hits the weight room in the offseason and became a much stronger defender. Now he's one of the more promising 3-and-D guys in the league.
Back to Carter Williams. To the middle. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Cutting into the lead with a huge one-hand throwdown.
That's how to get your team back into it.
Yes, sir.
I tell you what, guys, that might also put a little spark into those guys.
Timeout called the Warriors. And for Chris Middleton last season, he went up in points, assists, rebounds, but went down in turnovers.
Boy, what an improvement for this young man. A late bloomer. I liked him when he was at Texas A&M, still growing into his body, playing with great confidence, and he can spray that thing from 3. I like his promise.
Hunter Williams dishes to Middleton. Hunter Williams against Curry. Count it, and the Warrior lead has been cut back down to 5 points in the make from Carter Williams.
And a blazing start to the second half. They've hit all 5 shots.
Curry outside. Rebound by Parker. Parker's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Antetokounmpo with the ball. Guarded now by Barnes. Here's Parker. Not enough on that one as it misses. Warriors leading by 5. Barnes passes to Curry. Another miss by Curry.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
The shot by Middleton, wide open. The basket good off the assist from Carter Williams. 14 points for Chris Middleton. And Thompson kicks to Curry. It's deflected. Pass to Middleton. To the middle. Here's Carter Williams, and he hits it to tie the game up. Carter Williams has got 4 this quarter.
You got to love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of grinded-out physical game.
That's the kind of look they can continue to go with. Maybe that'll help them create some separation on the scoreboard.
Parker left side. Outside for Carter Williams. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. No coverage that time. 6 points for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Textbook. Nice pass. Great catch. Even better finish.
Passes to Curry. They double team Curry. Back to Thompson. Bogut against Middleton. Bogut dishes to Green. Antetokounmpo on the double team. Green kicks to Barnes, and he uses the glass on the layup. Barnes has got 10 points.
Heads up play there, guys, on the assist and the finish.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee.
You know, the Warriors took some flack when they passed on the chance to trade for Kevin Love, but I really think that the rise of Jermone Green as their stretch four-man made the decision even better and also kept their cap situation far more flexible.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Jason Kidd was saying to his team. He told the team he wanted to run their offense through Parker. Coach is calling on him to play a big role in the offense for the rest of this game, to really be one of the key guys for them down the stretch. Probably a good time to make some changes with a good chunk of the second half still to go, Kevin.
Great. Thanks for the report, Doris. And Jermone Green will give you the superstar numbers of a Kevin Love, but he's got a deceptive impact, Clark, at both ends of the floor.
Yeah, I call him a value-utility guy because he does a little bit of everything that brings value to your quest to win. His shooting has steadily gotten better, and while he's not an all-star yet, the sum of his total contributions on the floor, impressive. Boy, guys, they've shown some great passing on their last few trips down the floor. Excellent.
4 straight passes leading to scores. Great team play.
Here's Barnes. Rebound, Milwaukee.
Yeah, but the hand in the face, it's critical that you contest his shots every time down the floor.
Parker passes to Monroe. The kick out to Antetokounmpo. To tie. Had a hand on it. Here's Thompson. And it's blocked. Barnes against Middleton. Kept alive. Here's Carter Williams. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. Golden State's gone 4 of 6 from three-point land since the start of the second half. And he gets it to go.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
And their defensive rotations have been non-existent.
Outside, Antetokounmpo. Here's Parker. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. Antetokounmpo's got 6 assists in the game. Thompson with it. Now guarded by Middleton. It's Curry outside. Good on the shot. Curry's got 9 points in the quarter.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
And, Greg, it's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
That's good, and the Warrior leaders got down to 4 on the bucket from Antetokounmpo.
And they're beginning to just flat-out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
What a tremendous showing from the three-pointer all through this game.
Something that also stands out tonight is the number of assists they have. I mean, that's a mark of a good club.
Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. John Henson's checked in for Monroe. Mayo comes in for Jabari Parker. Vasquez, he's checked in for Chris Middleton. And Jared Bayless subbed in for Carter Williams. And then for Golden State, Spates checked in for Green. Iguodala comes in for Barnes. And it's Barbosa in for Klay Thompson. Curry dishes to Spates. And fouled as he went up to the dunk. Good aggressive move, and he'll shoot two.
And Maurice Spates last season was the best year of his career. I mean, he shot the cover off the ball and did a nice job on the boards as well.
Rick, you were just talking about Mo Spates. Clark, he has a great mid-range jump shot.
He does, and they actually call him Mo Buckets. But he actually played so well last season, they even threw in Mo VP from time to time.
Festus Ezeli, he's checked in for Golden State. Livingston comes in for Curry. Vasquez kicks to Bayless. The shot's good. Vasquez making the play. Vasquez has got 9 assists now tonight. The Warriors leading. Iguodala outside. Hits the three-point bomb. Iguodala's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Man, they came out smoking here from beyond.
And Greg, as hot as they are from out there, absolutely no reason at all not to just keep letting them fly.
To the paint. Here's Barbosa. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way.
Yeah, heard the whistle and then kept his focus and able to still knock it down.
And Greg, to be able to take the bump like that and maintain control, that's not easy to do. I know you're kind of a little fella, but I was a big guy when I played, so I know how difficult that is. That was impressive.
I see.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And you know what? The work he's put in at the line starting to pay off. How about 78% on the season?
Boy, I tell you, the Warriors did something that no other team had ever done before. They ended the regular season ranked first in field goal percentage and field goal percentage defense. Essentially, they were the best offensive and defensive team in the league. Remarkable.
Warriors leading by 6. Livingston passes to Spates. On the wing, Iguodala. Fires it up. And another basket for Golden State. Milwaukee's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. Now here's Vasquez, covered by Barbosa. Here's Antetokounmpo, and off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. Antetokounmpo's got 12 points in just the second half. Guys, some great passing from him.
Yeah, it makes it tough for the defense to chase that ball around when it moves that crisply all over the court.
Yeah, everybody's touching it, and you're starting to see the assists pile up because the rhythm is on display offensively.
Iguodala, and it's good assisting on the play with Livingston. That's 7 points for Iguodala.
That's how to orchestrate for your teammate. Terrific pass.
Outside Mayo. He feeds it to Vasquez. Here is Bayless. 5 to shoot. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. And the rejection by Ezeli. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over.
Hard work on the glass once again, fellas. They put a lot of effort into their rebound.
There's a reason why they have 3 seconds in the lane, and that interior play has made a big difference in this game.
Here is Livingston. He has 6. Spates sets a screen. Here is Livingston. Pass to Spates. The tray. The foul called on Festus Ezeli. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Out to the wing. We've got 1:13 left to play in the third. There's the screen. Here's Vasquez. And the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a 3-point play.
You can see that they're not as aggressive from the three-point arc. They had far more attempts in the first half.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And the free throws have been dropping for him at a rate of about 77% on the season. And guys, one thing that we were treated with last year was Steve Kerr's great quotability in post-game interviews and pressers. He said all the right things and deflected praise like a coach who had done it for many years.
Bayless's shot is off.
And, you know, coaches just love players who they can count on to give that effort defensively.
And he clearly is one of those guys, Greg. We saw it right there. Nice work forcing that miss.
And Kerr is so good with the media because, Greg, he was a media member himself for so long. You know that as well as anybody. Clark, I don't think he ever tried his hand at broadcasting, though. I can't see him doing that, could you?
Yeah, right,
No.
Right. He probably just thrown on as a broadcaster and would rarely contribute anything of note. Some guys have what it takes to call games, and Steve just doesn't quite scratch me as that kind of guy.
No.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you could hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
For Milwaukee, they have been getting it done at the line, 10 for 12.
And it's been an average year, really, at the free throw line for this group, only around 75%.
And Vasquez drops them both. Warriors leading by 12. Shot and game clock separated by 5. The pass to Spates. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
That's his second personal foul. 5th team foul.
The Warriors have gone 6 of 9 at the line.
Maurice Spates at the line for 2.
And that one falls for Spates. And both free throws good for Spates. Bucks trail by 14. And here is Mayo. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. To the inside and stolen by Spates. Here's Barbosa with the second effort, and it's good. But hold on, the officials may want to look at that one on the replay monitor. And not so fast. The officials are going to check that shot again and make sure they got it right before we go to the fourth.
Yeah, that's a tough call there with the naked eye. Fortunately, the league's replay center able to slow it down, zoom in, and check all the angles.
Exactly. Making certain the right call was made. They've done a great job of speeding the process and giving the officials the information they need to arrive at the right call.
Well, the ruling is in, and the call stands. No basket, so no change, Clark, and the scoreboard as we end the quarter.
Smart decision to review the shot. That was indeed very close to being legitimate.
And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. The Warriors on top, leading by 14. And we'll get going after this from the BMO Harris Bradley Center. And we're rolling here again with the fourth quarter. Might not come down to the wire, but you never know. Here's Curry. John Henson out there with Greg Monroe. Then it's Vasquez. Then it's Carter Williams. And it's Middleton in at the 3 spot. That's the 5 on the floor for the Bucks. Curry gets the bucket.
Wow, a fantastic performance from the arc here in the second half.
Bucks trail by 17. Carter Williams with it. They set the pick. Here's Henson. Green with the block.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Greg, those are always tough to judge, but I think the official got that one right.
Curry can't get it to go.
And sometimes he can hit that deep three, but it's not a high percentage shot for him.
Yeah, even for him, that's out of his range.
Well, that fast break went according to plan.
Yeah, nice job there, Greg. Recognizing the opportunity was there to push it, and then excellent execution.
And now he's starting to get it going. 4 3-pointers in the game for him, and 3 have come in this half.
Unloads from 13. It's rebounded by Golden State. Barnes has got 3 rebounds now in this one. Here's Green. Got a piece of it. Monroe with it. Guarded now by Barnes. Monroe dishes to Carter Williams. Carter Williams with another miss. Warriors leading by 18. The shot by Thompson, and no one's around. And some very quick points for him on that possession.
And they're really in a good position here, thanks in part to the way he's been able to score the basketball.
Carter Williams kicks to Monroe. They set the screen. Back to Carter Williams. Henson sets a screen for Carter Williams. And the Bucks miss again. Golden State's gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Curry passes to Thompson. Back to Curry from downtown. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got assist number 5 here tonight.
This looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
I don't know. There might be more defense in the warm-ups. Right now, these are just shooting game shots. The rapid-fire threes coming from everywhere.
Yeah, I'm not sure of the quality of that three-point shot attempt right there, going at it the way they did, but it all worked out for them.
Milwaukee with the ball. Green kicks to Curry. And it's Golden State with another.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
And that's because the ball is looking for the best shot, and it's really paid off for them during the run. And Draymond Green, guys, has won at every level. I mean, led Saginaw High School to 2 consecutive state championships at Michigan State, 2 trips to the Final Four, and now making noise with the Warriors. It's clear this guy's a winner.
Milwaukee making a switch here. Parker's checked in. Vasquez kicks to Monroe. Here's the 3. Green with the rebound. Green's got 4 rebounds in this game. And here's a little-known fact, Clark. Only 3 players have recorded at least 2 triple-doubles in the NCAA tournament. They are Oscar Robertson, Magic Johnson, and Draymond Green.
That's some elite company for Draymond Green. He's a hard worker, a guy you love if he's on your team. He can be an irritant if he's not with you, but continues to improve and prove his doubters wrong.
Carter Williams kicks to Vasquez. That's good.
They've been getting it inside at every opportunity and getting results, too.
Yeah, that's a winning formula as far as I'm concerned. They've been the aggressors and far more assertive on the offensive end.
Here's Curry with the 3. Craig Monroe with the rebound.
You know, even against defense as tight as that, you expect him to bury those.
Yeah, I don't know, though, Clark. That defender was on him like glue on that possession. That would have been a heck of a bucket, even though we've seen him hit those in the past.
Bucks are a strong team last year at home to start the year, certainly. The whole league was marveling at their start. Much improved, Greg, from the season before, but fell off, Greg, a touch late in the season.
And, Kevin, credit Jason Kidd. I mean, he got this team off to that great start, particularly at home, and they built some confidence, and that helped propel them into the playoffs. Sad to say they were still near the bottom of the league, though, in attendance.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Plumlee, he's checked in for Monroe. Chris Copeland comes in for Chris Middleton. Barnes checked in for Vasquez. And it's Ennis in for Carter Williams.
Yeah, the Bucks ended, guys, with a 23-18 record at home. Really impressive for a young team. They didn't have the largest margin of victory because they won a lot of close games here at the Bradley Center.
And one thing that made the Bucks so strong at home was their three-pointers, near the top in three-point percentage here at home, and easy to get the crowd into it when you knock a couple down from deep.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Giannis Antetokounmpo's checked in for Chris Copeland. Chris Middleton comes in, and it's Carter Williams in for Miles Plumlee. Thompson dishes to Curry, and fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two. It's going to be on Michael Carter Williams.
It's been a solid outing for Curry. He's got 33 points. And talk about the three ball for him. Wow, unbelievable from long distance.
Clark, there have been some fireworks from deep today. Boy, he is just dangerous out there.
All right, now, take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw good, Curry. So many great statistics are available to demonstrate just how dominant the Warriors were last season. My favorite is, GA, their point differential.
You know, to be able to beat your opponent by double digits on average is something only 8 teams have been able to do in the history of the league.
It's amazing.
And guys, the Warriors ended the year at just over a 10-point differential per game. I mean, still that number is staggering when you think of what it takes to achieve that mark over the course of a season. Typically, championship teams are somewhere in the +6 to +8 range. 10 is off the charts.
And he's able to get it back.
Now that's terrific defense at the rim. Got right in his path.
And you know they'll be conscious of him next time they take it inside, too. I mean, that's what really good defenders do. They make you think about their presence.
And you know what? That Warriors point differential was helped out a lot by their play at home. The home differential was almost +15 points per game. A lot of blowout wins. Scary thing is they set their starters in the fourth so often, they could have made those numbers even higher had they wanted. And the lead continues to increase. They are just playing flawless basketball at both ends.
Greg, I can't identify an area where this team has underperformed. I mean, they've been 5-star in every category.
He kicks it to Bogut. Warriors the rebound. Back to Curry. There's Green with the 3. Good, and Curry gets the assist. That's 28 points for Draymond Green.
3 triples in the first half, 3 in the second. Boy, do they add up.
Shoots from 12. No luck. The Warriors go the other way with it. Next matchup, they'll be home against the Suns. That game marks the start of a 5-game homestand, the longest of the season.
No hesitation when he saw the space the D was giving him. That's 2.
And it's Middleton penetrating, and he gets it to go.
You know, he's knocking down his shots today, but it hasn't really translated to the scoreboard yet.
Outside Curry, the 3. Another 3 for Golden State.
And since the start of the fourth quarter, that 3-point shot has just been there.
Yeah, exactly. Doing an excellent job, I think, finding the open guy on the perimeter. And the 3-pointer is a major weapon for him right now in this quarter.
That drops. 34 points for Parker.
Boy, he's making it look really easy right now. I expect him to continue to run the offense through him until the defense makes him change plans.
They double-team Curry. Parker with the steal. Fast break, Milwaukee. Here's Carter Williams. No good. Great D that time from Green.
No doubt the fight's there. They are trying to battle back, but he's just really struggling this quarter.
They double-team Curry. From 10 feet out. Nice spin off the left rim and in. And that's now 30 points for Draymond Green.
And that's exactly how they've gotten the lead right here. Easily, he's been their most consistent performer.
As simple as it gets. He's hitting everything he's looked at. Keep feeding the fire.
Antetokounmpo kicks to Parker. It's rebounded by Golden State. Bogut's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. The shot by Curry, no good.
Outstanding perimeter defense there. That was a well-contested shot.
Yeah, and you know he takes a lot of pride in his defense. There are no easy threes that he's on.
A good look there, and he didn't waste it. His second 3 of the game.
Thompson is double. From deep. Kicks it to Curry. There's the triple. And he gets the bucket. Curry's got 41.
And just a little bit ragged defensively there, Clark.
In the corner, Middleton with it. Parker drives in. 13 feet away. Warriors with the rebound.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Thompson inside the line. That's short off the rim.
High quality shot, just a little off there with the release.
And Greg, that has him SHHing, shaking his head. Tough miss that time.
Thompson is doubled. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo. And that's out of bounds. Golden State will retain possession. Plumlee is checked in for the Bucks. Mayo comes in for Parker. And some changes here for the Warriors. On its way from Barbosa for two. The good-looking shot from the wing.
They ran that inbounds play perfectly there to get the quick hitter.
Milwaukee's gone 5 of 9 when they put up the three-point shot tonight. There's a screen. Plumlee with the screen. Terrific design on the pick flip. He lays it in. And now it's up to 25 points for Michael Carter-Williams. Iguodala outside. And it's good, assisting on the play with Livingston. 16 points for Iguodala.
They've stepped up their three-point shooting game in the second half. They're letting it fly out there with reckless abandon.
Not lacking in confidence, and I really like that. Sometimes you see teams get conservative once they get a lead, playing not to lose.
Mayo, the best to Plumlee. 5 on the clock. 2 open that time. Made it look too easy. Middleton's got 22.
The rapid-fire threes coming from everywhere.
Yeah, I'm not sure of the quality of that three-point shot attempt right there, going at it the way they did, but it all worked out for them.
Milwaukee's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc since the final quarter's gotten underway. Carter-Williams kicks to Antetokounmpo, and he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
Flying high and throwing down the hard one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
And really, he does that one as well as anyone. Kev, you're right. That's like his signature move once he goes airborne.
Antetokounmpo setting the pick for Carter-Williams. There's the pick. Middleton inside the three-point line, and the defense really pressing up on him. Made that a tough shot.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Warriors.
It was like watching a three-point shooting contest tonight here, Clark.
I call them warm-up jump shots. I mean, 3 after 3, it paid off for them in the end.
And I think a great job in positioning themselves for the W here. It's win number 21 on the season.
And guys, being in opposite conferences, these teams only meet twice a year, and when it's been a while since you've seen a team like this, it always feels good to take the first game of the season series, and that's exactly what's taking place here tonight against the Bucks.
And what a huge standout performance it was for Curry. Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do much to keep him from dropping it in.
The dish to Ezeli. Here's Barbosa. Antetokounmpo pulls it in.
Well, the effort was there, but he just couldn't quite fight his way through traffic.
He dishes it to Carter-Williams. Antetokounmpo setting the pick for Carter-Williams. The shot by Antetokounmpo. Nobody around. The basket good off the assist from Carter-Williams.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact that the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
So we see the Warriors taking the game here. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And that about wraps it up. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan along with our entire 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. Now time to head over to the studio where the award-winning Ernie Johnson is with Shaq and Kenny, all standing by. Guys, take it away.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Hi again, everybody. This is Ernie Johnson, joined by Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Time now to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Stephen Curry. No matter what they threw at him during the second half, it seemed like he had the answer and was able to find all the shots he wanted.
There was nothing they could do to slow him down, Ernie. Man, you go into a building on the road and completely control the action like he did. Only a few players could do that, Ernie. I'm impressed.
He was up to every single challenge he faced tonight. He was in such control of the ball game. His showcase of his skill set was awesome.
And folks, that'll wrap it up for tonight. We hope you enjoyed the game. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. Have a good evening.